My sister asked me to be her surrogate after I had a difficult pregnancy. I said no, and now she's furious. I, 28F, had an incredibly difficult pregnancy with my daughter. From the very beginning, it was a nightmare. Constant nausea, unbearable fatigue, and complications that only got worse as time went on. I developed preeclampsia, which landed me in the hospital multiple times. There were moments when I genuinely feared for my life and my babies. The physical toll was one thing, but the emotional scars were just as deep. After everything I went through, I promised myself I would never put my body through another pregnancy again. A few months ago, my younger sister, Rachel, 24F, came to me with a heartbreaking request. She and her husband had been struggling with infertility, and after failed treatments and shattered hopes, she asked me if I would be their surrogate. I could see how much this meant to her. She wasn't just asking, she was begging. I love my sister, and I know how deeply she longs to be a mother. Part of me wished I could do this for her, but the reality was clear. I physically and emotionally could not go through another pregnancy, especially knowing the risks I faced last time. So with a heavy heart, I said no. I explained everything. How traumatic my first pregnancy was, how my body still hadn't fully recovered, how I couldn't risk my health. But instead of understanding, Rachel was devastated. She accused me of being selfish, of choosing my own comfort over her dreams. It was gut-wrenching to hear. Things escalated when my mom got involved. She gently but firmly urged me to reconsider, saying Rachel was heartbroken and that family should help each other. The guilt trip was relentless, and I felt like I was being backed into a corner. Thankfully, my husband stepped in. He saw the toll this was taking on me and wasn't going to let me be pressured into something so dangerous. He stood up for me, telling Rachel and my parents that my health came first and that no one had the right to demand this of me. He reminded them that surrogacy isn't just a casual favor. It's a massive physical and emotional sacrifice. I was so grateful to have his support, especially when I felt like I was being made out to be the villain. Despite his defense, the tension in our family only grew. Everything finally boiled over at Thanksgiving. When Rachel brought it up again, I lost my patience. I told her point blank that I was not going to sacrifice my body for her. The room fell silent. Rachel burst into tears, and my parents immediately sided with her, calling me cold and unfeeling. My husband once again defended me, telling them that expecting me to put my health at risk was beyond unfair. Now Rachel and I aren't speaking. My parents are disappointed in me, and I can feel the strain in my family relationships. It's painful. I know I made the right decision for my health and well-being, and I'm so grateful my husband has stood by me through all of this. But I hate that this has created such a painful rift in my family. I wish Rachel could see that my decision wasn't out of selfishness. It was out of self-preservation. I would never ask her to risk her life for me, yet she and my parents seem to expect it from me. I don't know how to move forward. I miss my sister, but I can't change my decision. Should I wait for her to come around?